Who wins the 2022 AMA Pro Motocross Championship? Is it Sexton or is it Tomac? Dick moves will be made at Fox Raceway. If I had to give an advantage to a rider, I would say it's Sexton. A, because he doesn't have the red plate. He's only 1 point, so he's the chaser. He's going to be the aggressor going into the next race, and he's coming off a win at Fox Raceway earlier this year. So he can just be mentally saying, hey, I'm better than Tomac. And he also beat him heads up in Moto 2 at Ironman when Tomac really needed to make it apparent that, boom, I've got a nice small little cushion. That extra 2 points would have been a total of 3, would have been the difference between, you know, a first and a second, or from like a second to a fourth, right? He needed those points, absolutely needed those points. And if I was Yamaha, I'd be protesting the hell out of Moto 1 when Sexton cut the track. Yeah, I didn't make up any time, but if you were Yamaha and you were able to get maybe a 1 point deduction from him, some sort of a penalty, not to mention MX Sports isn't going to release the penalty reports till like the day before Fox Raceway. Sorry, I don't understand why it takes that long. You would be doing everything you possibly can to give your rider the advantage, because Yamaha knows as well Sexton has the confidence and the mojo moving forward, essentially the advantage going into Fox Raceway. And yeah, it's a silly protest, blah, 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 but we see it in Formula One. You know, people lose championships over silly protesting and just the race director. And so you got to try to take advantage of everything you can. And I'm sure there's probably some sort of talk to try to do that, because there is millions of dollars on the line with this championship, because of championship bonuses and whatever the structure is directly from Yamaha or Honda to win that for the team, for funding next year, etc. They need to win this championship. Honda needs to win this championship. Yamaha needs to win this championship. And if we move into Moto 2, well, we saw team orders from Kenny. Kenny just straight up just lets Sexton over and then gets in front of Tomac and, you know, respectively kind of slows him down, just kind of takes his line away, and eventually Tomac gets by him, and then Tomac has a massive charge to try to get up to Sexton, and he ends up making a big mistake in the clinch of it. You know, the pressure got to Tomac, and what it tells me is that he was riding over 100%. That's for Tomac. You know, Tomac has that crazy speed, especially at the end of the motos, where we saw in Moto 1 where the inhuman ability to get the fastest lap time with like 2 laps to go, that is ridiculous. We're talking about 30 minutes. All right, so anybody, go in your garage now, go to the gym, and or just go outside running, get your heart rate to 190 for 30 minutes, and then at 30 minutes try to make that next 2-minute sprint faster than the previous 30 minutes. It's damn near impossible, right? You're pretty much toast. I don't know how these guys do it. I have speculated on the inhuman ability, but you know, oh, I'm just digressing. We're just moving on. Team orders. Who's got the better teammate? Is it Ferrandis with Yamaha, or is it HRC Honda with Kenny? Kenny seems to be getting better starts. Yeah, I know Ferrandis has gotten a whole shot this year, but they need to lean on their teammates this coming weekend. They absolutely have to lean on their teammates, and I wouldn't be surprised if somebody brake checks somebody or bumps them hard. You know, we're not going to see no Barsha moves, but we're going to see probably some bar banging, you know, shrouds touching kind of a thing, because again, this is over $1 million, if not more, with championship bonuses just alone, right, to both the team and the rider. 1 point. Whoever rider beats each other wins. Yeah, it's pretty spectacular. Absolutely freaking spectacular. I can't wait to watch it. And the beauty of this whole thing is after the shit goes down, they have to be teammates for Team USA. So the egos have to be pushed aside so that they collectively work as a group. And man, you know, those two right now are arch nemesis. They could be somewhat friends, but on the track, when the gate drops, it's gladiator mode. You know, they're just out for blood. So for the Motocross of Nations, whew, that's also going to be fun to watch. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And until next time, this is Johnny F. and Hopper. Keep it tuned to MX Unfiltered. We got some cool stuff coming up.